Hello and welcome to Spa-Francorchamps for the fifth round of the Michelin Le Mans Cup. We're back here at this legendary circuit with Rédillon just behind me, freshly resurfaced and revamped this year. So after 2.5 months of absence, the drivers are eager to get back and get driving. So we found out how they felt about being back.
Super excited to be back, and to be back at Spa is great.
Yeah, feels good. Feels like a long time ago it was Monza. We're here at Spa now, and a track that I've been looking forward to for a long time to come.
What a great feeling it is to come back here in Spa-Francorchamps, which is for me maybe the greatest track in the world. 7 kilometers long, it goes up and down, and it's an absolutely legendary place.
Long and fast and sweeping, but the famous Eau Rouge is an obvious one.
Amazing track. I mean, it takes two parts of your character, Jekyll and Hyde. There are parts of it where you just need to commit, and but there are other parts that you need to be quite subtle about. It's fast, it's brutal, but it's also technical, and it's Spa. I mean, the history of Spa is of course amazing.
Yeah, it is going to be exciting. Hopefully I'm at the front of the pack, out of the trouble.
We are currently second in the championship. I think first place is going to be hard to reach, but we're going to give it everything, and behind us we've got a lot of teams which are very close, so for us it's important to not take too many risks but also keep pushing. And my teammate and I really want that victory, so this is what we're going to work on this weekend.
Our next driver came third overall in the Michelin Le Mans Cup in 2021. 50-year-old Alexander Matchel is currently leading in LMP3 with a 33-point lead. So we caught up with the German driver and followed him during the free practice sessions.
So, short briefing.
Full tank, new tires.
Okay.
2 times 8 laps.
And then we can hand over to Tom. Yeah. Anyway, it will be difficult to have 8 laps in a row.
Yeah, I know. That's why we need to try to directly tires warm as possible.
Sure. Don't worry, I will try to head out early. Yeah, it's a great season for us, I must say. Racing Spirit of Le Mans is doing a great job. We have a great car, I have a great team colleague with Tom, and he's helping me a lot to improve myself. He's a good coach, he's a great coach, and I must say he's improving me really every session. So the tire pressure now is also okay?
Yeah, I will check.
It's a family-owned and family-driven team, and I like the atmosphere, I like the family, and I like this professional setup. I would like to get a championship. This is a goal, but I think there are four difficult hours of racing to come. 2 here and 2 in Portimao, and we need points in every race, and I think we will be successful.
Let's now focus on the newcomers at GMB Motorsport. They entered 3 Hondas into the Michelin Le Mans Cup this year. So we sat down Jesper H. Jensen and former Formula 1 driver Jan Magnussen to find out a little more about the Danish team.
Fiat Panda from 2013 and a Ford Focus from 2011.
Cupra from Mentor. The McLaren 720S or the 765?
911 GT3. Now it's the first time for me in Spa, and this is quite a special thing. So this for sure goes on the top of the list at the moment.
In Europe is this track, Spa, and in general old school tracks like this layout, where it puts a lot of emphasis on skill and bravery. I prefer Tom.
Yeah, Tom Christens for sure.
I prefer Vingo.
I take Christian Eriksen because I like football. I like the local football club, Aarhus GF.
And my favorite sports teams are all motorsport teams.
Max Klink-Silva, yeah, was the best teammate.
Antonio Garcia. My big motor racing idol was Ayrton Senna.
For me, growing up as a child was something special to see all the Le Mans races won by Tom Christensen. For sure, he is a role model for me. Yeah.
The Michelin Le Mans Cup is just about to get underway here in Spa. In LMP3, Freddie Hunt clinched his second pole of the season for Reiter Engineering, and in GT3, Jens Müller took his third pole of the season for GMB Motorsport. Let's go racing.
Autumn has certainly arrived in the Ardennes. We get underway behind the safety car. It is very wet, it is slightly foggy as well. Less than perfect conditions for this fifth race in the Michelin Le Mans Cup. But it looks as though the weather could be starting to change. Getting ready to go green here at Spa. A quarter of an hour of the race has already elapsed. Freddie Hunt leading the field round. They've had time to see the conditions, and away we go. Number 76 pulling away very quickly at the start, and he has the supreme advantage of being able to see where he's going. That's why Thorsten Kratz was hanging over so much to the driver's right. Battle for third place at La Source, even in the rain. This is a great racetrack. Everybody picking up speed for the first time, hopefully with heat in the tyres and especially in the brakes when you get to La Source. Steaming down the hill into Eau Rouge. This is where they find out what the new surface is like in terms of grip. Seems it's pretty good. And beginning the long climb up the Kemmel Straight. On the right, Freddie Hunt. On the left, Thorsten Kratz. Keeps himself out of the spray ball so he can see the corner behind the battle for third place. That's Louis San Juan and Jerome de Sadelaire. Replay here, trouble up at Les Combes. Alexander Talkanitsa, does he avoid the barriers? Yes. Battle for position, DKR's number 3 machine, their gold driver, Lawrence Hurst, starting the race. That's a good choice, especially when they come from 27th. He's up to 16th placed as he gets by the blue car of Horst Felbermayr Jr. and immediately latches onto the tail of the number 2 United Autosports car of Sean Lynn. Felbermayr with a battle on his hands there as well. Everybody struggling for grip, all side by side. This is brave. Through goes Lawrence Hurst. Wow, great stuff. Second DKR car is right ahead of him in the spray. 2 cars throwing up an impenetrable wall of water. Oh, and that's trouble. Jonathan Brossard, NS Motorsport, beached in the gravel. And this replay, that's the second place car. Thorsten Kratz, does he reach terra firma? Yes, he does. Oh, well done. Just about gets away with that.
Yeah, especially here in Spa, you can see on the track with the more it rains, the more the water floats on the track, and you will start to aquaplane, as you saw the calls of the safety car now. So it's more to find the right line and obviously be careful and not too aggressive, and yeah, stay safe.
Staying safe is what it's all about. More trouble here. This is the 22 United car. And just Latour Cannon gets it facing in the right direction once more. This is going to be a long race for our teams and drivers.
It's going to be very tricky to keep the car on the asphalt the whole way around, but of course you have the championship in the back of your mind, but also you can't drive around out there and think about it, because once you put your helmet on, you just want to go forward.
I'm sure ex-F1 driver Jan Magnussen has seen plenty of this at Spa. He's getting ready to take over at GMB for his Michelin Le Mans Cup debut as we go back to green flag racing. Almost the midpoint in the race now. So our starting drivers have had to start behind the safety car and a further safety car. Freddie Hunt, his early lead wiped out. Second place now, Jérôme de Saint-Hilaire for MV2S Forestier after that gravel trap excursion for Torsten Kratz. He's down in third. There is Kratz. Going to try and catch the car in front and chase down the leader once more. It is still very wet, isn't it? Look, the mist hangs in the air in these valleys. And Freddie Hunt again with the best view of the action. Here comes Kratz though. He'll pull to the other side just to see where he's going. This is not moving to attack, this is just moving to see where he's going. And he's somewhere in that ball of spray. There he is on the outside, look, around the outside. Good move on Jérôme de Saint-Hilaire. Can he get it slowed down? Yes, he does. Part of this is really preservation of the car. If you're in a really good spot now, keep it on the island, get to the pit stops, hand it over to your co-driver. Well, here is the battle for fourth, and look who it is. Lawrence Hur for DKR Engineering from 26th on the grid. He's attacking Louis San Juan. Now, he's lost time at the start because of the safety car. He's lost time in the second safety car. But if it wasn't wet, could he have made this much of a run up through the field? Look, he's just straight by San Juan, and there is the proof. Put your goal driver in early in conditions like this, he can make a huge difference. Well, here's our championship leader, Alexander Matschel, Racing Spirit of Le Mans, currently in 15th place. Battle for 12th position. It's Auden Gudmundsson, Team Thor, going by Daniel Schneider in the United Autosports car. And Alexander Matschel handing over now to Tom Dillman as soon as he can, effectively get the French pro in the car. And Lawrence Hur now up to second, ahead of Torsten Kratz in the car that started on the front row. Wow. Just a sensational drive from Lawrence Hur in the DKR Engineering car. Driver change, and Andrea Montiamini taking over the 61 AF Corsa car. Another ex-F1 driver. And Christian Poulsen handing over to Kasper Jensen in the 55 Honda. Here's the GT3 leader, the 44 GMB Motorsport Honda. And that is Jens Moller. Splashing around in the spray, making the best of the conditions. Staying off those curbs. Keep it on the grey stuff. Race leader in the pits, Freddie Hunt, is out of the 76 Reiter Engineering car, helping Mats Haug in, and Lawrence Hur has handed over as well, as so has Jérôme de Saint-Hilaire, so top three are in. Mats Haug returns to the track, leading here in Spa-Francorchamps. There's car number 3, John Brownson, DKR Engineering. He took over that car from Lawrence Hur. And they came in as the leaders, having led for just one lap, but what a drive for Lawrence Hur. Wherever they finish, he can feel very happy with his day's work. Conditions have not been great.
Yeah, it was very, very wet. I think it was a good choice to have the safety car. Okay, for me, it could come in a couple of laps earlier, but first thing is safety. But it was okay. It was wet, of course, but we have good wet tires. The strategy was to keep me as long as possible in the car and hope for a full scores yellow or something like that, so we can save some time in the pit stop. It was not coming, so we took the stop as late as possible. I hope 44 will be on the top, but let's see. It looks good.
Would it ever come down to team orders, would you think?
No, I don't think so. Not at this point where Bullitt is out. So now we are driving the best man should win.
John Brownson in the number 3 DKR car under pressure here from Malte Jakobsen for Cool Racing. This is now the battle for 6th place. Brownson not able to keep up the pace in the rain that his teammate produced to get them up there into what was, for one lap at least, the lead of the race, but certainly a podium position. He's going the long way round the outside, trying to find the grip, but diving up the inside. Malte Jakobsen, young Dane being very brave. Makes his escape quickly. Here's the battle for second. David Drew from Graf all over the back of Leonard Weiss. Weiss in the number 11 WTM racing car, started by Torsten Kratz again, runs out wide. Got in a little deep under braking. David Drew gets the chance to run down the inside past the old endurance pits. Has to keep the door closed though. Leonard Weiss looking to come back at him into Eau Rouge. Oh, and more trouble, and this could spell another safety car. It's Alexander Talkanitsa. And trouble again for John Brownson, spinning at La Source. Luckily avoids the gravel. Talkanitsa back on track. Safety car remains out. Drier conditions as we go green with a little under 25 minutes of the race remaining here at Spa. And again, it's the 76 Reiter engineering car that pulls away. The battle in GT3. Look at the Hondas. Nose to tail to tail to tail. Fantastic. Fleet racing by the Danish team. And everybody else, of course, bunched up and all together. And that is going to make it more likely for the next couple of laps that there is going to be contact and drivers losing position. Leonard Weiss slipping back into the clutches of Colin Noble in the white and blue Nielsen racing car. Number 7 machine is in 6th. This is the battle then for 5th place in the slipstream. And there's another battle, United versus DKR. James Winslow in the DKR number 14 machine against Andy Merrick in that United Autosports car. And Leonard Weiss has dropped another place. Colin Noble has got through. Lots of changes here. This is going to be a crazy end to the race, isn't it? The field bunched up with just under half an hour to go. And Leonard Weiss losing another place. There goes the MV2S car. And they were on the front 2 rows of the grid, don't forget. So all sorts of changes here. Now the pro drivers are in most of the cars, coming through the field. Coming down to Eau Rouge. Oh, the DKR car on the inside, James Winslow. That was brave. Goes by Andy Merrick for 10th. And again, up the Kemmel straight. Cars pulling out everywhere. This is a 3-way battle. Malte Jakobsen. And that's Josh Skelton just in front of him. Jakobsen and Colin Noble for Nielsen looking to follow through the gap. Malte Jakobsen on the inside. He's gone through for 3rd place. So the Racing Spirit of Le Mans car. Points leaders in 4th. But Nielsen and Colin Noble looking to go the long way round the outside. Trying to find the grip as the track dries a little. Still lots of spray. Nobody is even remotely thinking that slicks might be the way to go, and certainly not this late in the race. This is proper wet Spa weather. By the time they finish this, they will know they've been in a race. So Malte Jakobsen trying to creep away. Josh Skelton right with him there. And sometimes you'll learn a little about wet weather racing lines from the cars in front of you. Colin Noble in 5th place. The MV2S car coming up behind, so the longer this battle goes on, more Colin Noble might be in trouble from behind. Gustav Birch for GMB Motorsport, leading in GT3 from Jan Magnussen. Well, we already heard that will be no team orders among the GMB Hondas. Let's see who comes out on top. Magnussen learning the car, doesn't need to learn Spa very much, knows this place pretty well. The GT3 cars having to work with the traffic, not allow themselves to get forced offline. There's Magnussen, the second of those 2 red Hondas. He's got visual and has had for a while on the man in front, but drifting out wide onto the curbs as he tries to make room for the quicker cars to go through at Piff Path. Battle for 6th position now. Racing Spirit of Le Mans. Tom Dillman all over the back of Louis Rousset in the MV2S Forestier car. And again, Louis Rousset running too wide under braking at La Source. Dillman forced the error, dive through on the inside. That was the plan all the way. Make him defend deep, but be ready to cut back. And more trouble Is this going to be the end of racing? Full course yellow, John Brownson in the gravel. We are back to green flag racing here at Spa. The lead battle, Reuters' Mads Sillerhaug and Graf Racing's David Drew. The gap has come right down. 7 minutes remaining, half a second in it. Well, this is as close as you get. This is the lead battle in GT3. It's the three Hondas, Gustav Birch, Jan Magnussen, Kasper Jensen and Andrea Montermini in the Ferrari trying to get through. How's this going to work out? Montermini can almost literally reach out of the window and touch the third place car, but the Hondas are a moving roadblock. Last lap of the race. Who's going to win this? David Drew down the inside of Mads Sillerhaug. Final lap pass. Can he hang on to it? Here comes Sillerhaug in the Reiter Engineering car back on the inside. Unbelievable scenes here in Spa. Sillerhaug on the curbs, loses drive. Is that it? David Drew for Graf Racing charging up the hill. Is Sillerhaug close enough to try and grab this for Reiter? They have led every lap except one during the pit stops, and now the last lap, the one where it counts. Graf Racing's David Drew has snatched the lead away with just a couple of kilometres left to go. The checkered flag awaits, and it will be Graf Racing, not Reiter Engineering, who take a topsy-turvy win at Spa-Francorchamps. And we have our team's champions with one race to go. Racing Spirit of Le Mans. Honda with Andrea Montermini making it a race right to the final corner. Through he comes, trying to get by. Kasper Jensen has what it takes though. And GMB sweep the podium, a 1-2-3. Confirmation of the results. The Graf number 40 car taking their first Le Mans Cup win from Reiter Racing Spirit of Le Mans. The number 10 Racing Spirit of Le Mans car is the team's title winner, and it's a second GT3 winner for the number 44 GMB Motorsport car, 25th overall. Jack Wolf and John Skelton in the 43 Racing Spirit Le Mans car take third. Freddie Hunt, Mads Sillerhaug second for Reiter, but our winners Louis San Juan and David Drew for Graf Racing's number 40 car.
For me it's amazing and I'm very happy because David is my friend and have make a good job this weekend, and thank you so much.
Racing Spirit of Le Mans number 10 car can now no longer be caught. They are the LMP3 Michelin Le Mans Cup Teams champions.
Yeah, we are so happy, and it's a relief. And even after this race was the most difficult race I think in my life. I was only on a survival mode and tried to survive this race. I think I did my job to bring the car, and Tom did an amazing job to bring the car into fifth position, where we gained enough points to be a champion now.
Christian Poulsen and Kasper H. Jensen took third for JMB. Jan Magnussen and Jens Engelbrecht Pedersen second, but Gustav Birch and Jens Müller take their second win of the season.
Jan was a little bit quicker than Gustav, but it's nice to be with the team Boston. It's really great. It was very difficult also for Gustav. He's never driven the car in rain, so good job, really good job.
An ambitious campaign for GMB, and so successful, and one of their cars will be champion in Portimao.
What a great race. Michelin Le Mans Cup never disappoints. And we will have even more for you in 2023 as the calendar has just been revealed. We will be heading to Barcelona, Imola, Le Mans, Le Castellet, Spa and Portimao. Now we'll see each other in 3 weeks for the final step of this 2022 calendar in Portimao. See you then.